Lovely jubbly. And then need to also make sure I have YouTube chat up and running. YouTube Studio. Content, live. The one that is currently live. Turn that on. Not off, on. Thank you. And YouTube link. Pause myself before I hear myself. Did I do it? I did. And then pop out chat. Okay, so we have a YouTube chat now as well. Hello, YouTube. And is the game running? Yeah. So let's go switch over to Project Zomboid. The last thing I need to do is sort out the camera. White balance off, focus off. It's preset. Yes, I have read your photosensitivity notice. Thank you. Indie Stone. I always did find it kind of interesting that Indie Stone is a very British company, but Zomboid is set in the US. And like not in New York or California, Kentucky. I just always thought that was interesting. Not the normal place you would go to as an English person. Now, does this game start paused or unpaused? I have a feeling this is one of the annoying ones that starts unpaused. But I might be wrong. Just need the game to load now. And then need to remember what on earth we were doing yesterday and what our immediate goals will be. Well, I think our immediate goals are to work out where we ultimately want to end up. We've had the helicopter event. I'm a little concerned that we may have another one. Because they are set to sometimes. They're not set to often, they're set to sometimes. Do you know that you're still on the starting soon screen? I did not, but now I do. But it's fine because you're not really seeing anything except for the loading screen. Hey, click start just appeared. There we go. Don't need a tutorial. Thank you. And yes, this game does start unpaused. I hate it when games start unpaused. It's just annoying. So, what are we doing? Well, one thing actually we are trying to do is try to increase our weight again. Because we are currently underweight. That's High Thirst, this one. Which is reducing our fitness even further. And we're already having fitness battles because of short of breath and out of shape. So both of those are bad. And I kind of want to get rid of them. So fitness has been a big one that we've been working on. But it's had a setback because of that. So 7 AM. It is currently foggy. We have just spent a not inconsiderable amount of time clearing all of the zombies from our local environs, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that. We do need to move you off of our property. And we need to burn some of them. I do think that that is going to be a matter of some priority. We probably want to make a pile over here, burn those, a pile over here, burn those, and collect all of the ones here on the road and burn those. Because I don't particularly feel like burying them all, although that is going to be a very difficult day in terms of carrying, because it just does tend to result in a lot of exertion. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should probably just get one of these chairs and move it up here. Then we have a nice little sit down where we can watch some corpses burn. Oh, that'd be nice. We've got our weapon set up. What is our base carry? It's now 3, even with the plunger. Oh, that's fine. And then, yes, we need to decide whether we want to set up in the junkyard where we've got the pre-made wall, which is really nice. Or if we want to set up somewhere... Okay, I have to unpause now, which is F2. Get the map open. And the game does pause when the map's open, so that's nice. We'll need to decide whether we want to go down here. I do kind of want to see where this road connects. I'm assuming it's going to be up here somewhere, but there may well be a petrol station or something at that connection. I don't know. We do still have these houses to clear, which I do want to do because we get those cleared. We check down here, get those cleared. I don't know how far south the road here goes. I suspect probably not a crazy amount. We are in a very small town. Kind of purposely selected. We do want to continue to try to find cars, because I do want to also try to find some petrol, though that is not really worth doing until we get a gas can, petrol can. We will need to try to find a generator at some point, so we can keep our stuff powered. And pretty much regardless of where we go here, we're going to be near water. Either the main river here or the little creek. I don't know how effective fishing in the creeks are. It was moving water. Oh, you know what? There was one thing I was absolutely going to look up because I'm kind of tired of not knowing. Project Zomboid. Fire. How do you make fire? Probably campfire. Campfire. Heat source created with 3 stones. Once lit, they can be used to cook food. Be warned, zombies and human survivors can be set on fire. Best suggestion for what to do if you are caught on fire is to run around. That seems reasonable. Campfire acts like a container on the ground. Uncooked food can be dragged from the player's inventory onto the container or cook if the fire has been lit. Player should keep an eye on it while it's cooking. Possible to add fuel. Can be used to dispose of corpses instead of burying them. Each corpse must be dropped on top of the campfire, not placed inside the container. Makes sense. Once the fire has been lit, attempting to add more corpses carries a high risk of catching fire yourself. The safest strategy is to place all the corpses before the lighting the campfire. Makes sense. Campfire may be picked up by right-clicking, selecting the take campfire materials, will then return the campfire materials item, except it didn't. It returned 3 stones. Unnecessary to extinguish before picking up. Fuel. Yes, I know there are different types of fuel. That's fine. So it's just 3 stones. Oh, except there's a post on Reddit which is immediately saying, how do you actually make this? It's not in the crafting menu. You stop removing things from it. Oh, you can actually pick up stones, branches, and logs from the floor. You just need to right-click on them. Interesting. It's in the construction menu. What? That's crafting. That's construction. Outdoors? Campfire. Son of a bitch. Alright, that's how you do that then. That's also where the shelters are. Okay. I see how it is. Alright, so now we know how to make a campfire, so success. But that still hasn't actually answered our question of what it is that we want to do right now, so let's get back onto the map. So I think that we are going to continue clearing out these buildings and probably also the trailer park. We do want to build a safe house. Probably out of one of these. Although if this gets attacked and overrun, I would say there's probably a high chance of that being attacked and overrun. Because losing the zombie... Well, no, if you go through the woods and then come back across, you'll probably be alright.
Huzzah!
Emperor Blizzard coming in with a 70-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there. Thank you. 70 months. Quite a long time now. Junkyard seems like the perfect base location if you can build a farm in there. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. And I guess there's enough forage and stuff with the nearby woods that you don't need to actually build inside of the forest. And then we have the nearby road as well. The only difficulty is closing that damn door, although I'm sure if I did it often enough I'd get better at it. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is clear these out today, just to make sure that we get that done. I still need to find a needle and thread. Did we eat anything this morning? I'm sure we did. Probably should. And also drink, because we are chronically thirsty. Food. I want from here... I think we just go ahead and eat a quarter of one of our big meals that we've made. You'll do. Back in there. Bad smell, probably from this. Although, no. Huh. Wow, it is really foggy today. Is this too dangerous? Yeah, considering my visibility is actually here, looking at when that corpse appears. It's way too foggy today. I think today's going to be a stay home and read day. So let's pick up our book. Let's take a rest. We'll wait until like midday maybe. And read up. Hopefully the mist clears as the sun rises properly. Getting thirsty. And how are we doing for skills? We've got carving, electrical, mechanics, butchering, fishing. Are all prepped and good to go. 1 hour remaining. Actually finish the book in that time. Can you move the corpses? You can, yes. So I think we just get up when this book's done. So we'll throw butchering in here. Right, off we go. Yeah, looks like it's cleared up. Still a little bit foggy, but this I can handle. Should probably have drunk something. Okay, it is really starting to stink up here. Ew! Getting very thirsty, but hopefully I can get a bit of a drink when I get to the other buildings. What are we doing for running experience? Not amazing. It's just this guy who should be able to beat you relatively easily. Who's the Stop. Gestomp! 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 Gestompt. It's possible to make thread as well. I'm just not 100% sure how. Oh, that's a group of them. That's probably alright. Oh, we actually need to do these houses right here, so yeah. feeling that that car was actually car alarmed. So far this house is looking clear. Door is locked. This may be another house alarm. So far so good. Let's check the bathroom. All good. Yes, I will actually take these two. Food. Put you in there with the bleach. I'm sure that can't be problematic. Can opener we already have. I will 100% take all of those. Some more seasonings, not too shabby. And this TV does not have a VCR. It is a more modern one though. Wardrobe, nothing, nothing. Okay, so we can consider this one done. Next! One zombie up there we should probably fight. Oh, and one there too. Oh, that's more than one. I forgot to get a drink. Got me. Ah, stay down. No! That went terribly. I broke their head off. The plunger is now just a stick. That did not last very long. Did I get hit there? Good. Nothing of interest. Letter opener. I'll take that. We also have a denim shirt, which I'll also take. Nothing of interest. Now I'm getting hungry again. This character seems to get hungry very quickly. Still two of you there. Coming through that tree right now. There you are. Hello, Poppet. I wonder if I can make a thread out of bone or something like that. It was actually slightly panicked there for a second. First time. Well, probably one of the easiest fights we've had. Okay, I'm definitely checking this house. With that number of zombies around, I'm expecting shenanigans inside. Nope. Yes. Easy way of dealing with them. And then come over here, we will remove the broken glass. And we'll climb in. Okay. Don't think I really need the literature anymore. More than enough stuff to do while bored. I will take the food. Nada. Take all of those. Hello. Thank you. Empty bleach bottle. I am not going to risk using bleach bottles as water bottles. Just in case we ever get that wrong. Those are useful. There is a car here. Should also kill that zombie. I'll face this way. We'll open the map to say this one. Clear. Oh yeah, and what exactly happened to my weapon? It is now just called a broken stick with very low condition. Okay, so toilet plungers, terrible weapons. Oh, oops, wrong button. No, number 2, not empty. I'll take the jeans for the denim. This also has a little shed. I'm kind of thinking this is going to be the house for our safe house. Clear. Although it doesn't have any walls or anything around it. There's another car there. Which I'm fairly sure we never checked. Tortilla chips in the bin. Waffles! Tasty waffles! Do I want the iron scrap? Probably. Alright, let's see what's in the car. Locked. Gonna be a car alarm again, isn't it? Nope. Petrol, 0. Except for the rear windshield, that's also looking like a pretty good nick car. So I will again just make a note to say, hey, there's a car here. Inside. Inside. Nobody inside. That's a lot of stuff. I'll have you. I'll have you, seeing as we broke the previous one. Oops. You. 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 I can go in there. TV remotes to melt down. Literature, which I don't really need. Peanut butter. You know what? I'm going to leave the peanut butter there. There's a kitchen knife and a strainer and a spatula. We'll leave those there. We'll leave the food here as well. So there is at least a little bit of stuff to use. The literature we'll leave. The box of tissues we'll leave. So it's not an enormous amount. And the big problem with that place, and actually something I should probably do with right now, is get a drink. Yeah, locked. Mechanics 3 and 4. I can carry it all. Take it all. Wait, can I? Alright, garbage bag. I want you equip secondary. always liked this piece of music. There is a zombie there who I would quite like to get rid of. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and drop my garbage bag so I'm no longer overburdened. There's also one down, actually several down there. Come on, you. You've been dealt with. I also have both of those items, which I quite want. Carry them myself for now. So I could fight those. And honestly, I probably should if I want to turn this into a true safe house. And you and you should both go in there, so I'm not this overburdened. Or I'm actually damaging myself. I'm still damaging myself. Okay. Let's take the hook and the chain out. We'll have to come back for those tomorrow. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to do was say that this house here is gonna be a safe house. Now, what do I want to use as an icon for safe house? Let's use blue rather than just black or green. Let's put a green one there. Alright, so we have a safe house as well as the regular house. We've left some food in there. The water is still working, so we probably want to bring in some bottles of water and stuff. Did I actually check this car in the end? No. Okay, we definitely need to come back for you. Easily enough done. No deaths yet. None. I mean, that's not true. There have been 162 second deaths. Which, considering I've been playing for 10 days, is actually really impressive. That's an average of 16 zombies a day. Damn! I don't feel like I've been fighting that much, but I guess I have. Well, we have cleared out this entire neighbourhood twice. No, 3 times now. 4 times. A house alarm, 2 car alarms. No, two house alarms, a car alarm, and the helicopter. We still have no actual combat skills. We're starting to get a little bit of short blunt. Which I guess is from when we were using the stick. We really do need to clear these bodies out. They are quite disgusting. And if they are really a factor in the helicopters, we really 100% need to get rid of them. Close that door. Cool. Alright, I don't really want to stay here too long, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck all of this on the floor and I'll sort it later. Except for the food. The food I'll handle properly. Which none of those items are. Put a fridge. Stale, uncooked pork chop. That's not ideal. Let's go in the fridge. And then all of this stuff go in here. We still have a few lot on us that need to be dropped. I will grab a bite to eat while we're here, as we are in a let's eat as much as we possibly can stage. Try and put on some weight again. I do also think that we've lost weight because it's still going down. But the amount we're eating, it's still going down? I wish I had that problem in real life. I think it's because we're running around so much. We have a pretty active lifestyle. Those are in the wrong place. They're supposed to go in there. Okay. You are going to be unequipped. So my hands are clear. That body's starting to stink, but not much I can do about that. It's already 4:20, so we don't have a huge amount of time. Stop running before we get exerted. I do feel like we're able to run longer than we were before. $1,800 out of 9,000. I do feel like strength is rising faster. Alright, so we wanted to loot this car. This one also looks in very good condition. Petrol, 0. This is probably the car that's in the best condition. Yeah, nice. Mark it on the map. Need to loot these two. Well, basically that entire row, which will mean dealing with the zombies which are at the end of this road, but that's fine. We can handle that when we get to it. Anything in here? Garbage cans. Empty tin cans. Can you? Yeah, you can hold water. Take the sugar as well. There. There. I'll take the hairdryer because we can break that down. It's an electronic. Take all of those. Oh, there's a microwave here. Take all of those. So this house has the microwave. I'm wondering if we should use this as our base. As our secondary, I mean. No, probably not. Grab all of the literature. If I need it, I can steal it. So that house is cleared. I'll head back down to this one. And there's a few things I need to do to prepare this place. First of all of these curtains need to be closed. None in the bathroom. This house does not have a cooker. Interesting. It does have the fridge though, and quite a big one. So what we want to do is we basically want to put anything which is food. I'm just going to throw it all in the fridge. There's a lot of seasonings. You do not need this many seasonings. Keeping those. And then in terms of tools, you do have a kitchen knife. You could do with a fork. Pizza cutter has its spare. The tongs. And the carving fork. That was the fillet knife. That's fine. You can have 2 knives here. 2 weapons then, effectively. Good. Let's grab a drink while we're here. Speaking of which, also I want to fill all of these up with water. And then we're going to put all of these in here. And this is how we ensure that there is a water supply here. It's not a very big one, but I don't think it needs to be. I'll take peanut butter. Yoink. There's no cover on that. There should be. 100% should be. Let's go grab another curtain. I know that you had a bunch of them. Also, kind of like the microwave. It's one of these buttons, and it's that pickup. Oh, it has stuff in it. Ew. Rotten TV dinner. Lovely. Let's try that again. Pickup. Overloaded. This is probably going to result in muscle strain. Why, that house is a safe house, not this one. Mainly because I had the bigger fridge. But you're not wrong, we could use that one. I was also thinking because it had the little... the little shed. But you know what? This one probably is better, it's bigger. Eh? You what, mate? Actually, they have a barbecue, which is also useful. I guess it's easier to move the barbecue than the fridge. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the microwave than the fridge. Yes, it is. Okay, I guess you really want it to be there. Better. Window, close curtain. I'm going to pick up that TV dinner in that case and chuck it. Guess we reinstall the curtain here. Close this curtain. Close this curtain. And then we grab basically everything from this house and put it in there. And then yes, it does also have the barbecue, which is useful. Okay. And I'm going to need a curtain from you. Because the front door in that other house doesn't have one either. And then I'm going to open these just so I don't get confused. You know what? Sheets are always useful. I will just steal them. And then I'm going to equip the garbage bag as secondary. And we're going to put all of the stuff from this place in there. The stuff that's useful anyway. Oh, hairdryer. May need to put the duffel bag down while we carry all of this stuff across, but that's fine. So I'm almost certainly going to need to. Somehow you're going to manage to not spill a drop. It'll be very impressive. Tissues, first aid. It kind of is for me. I always have to carry tissues around. I have the thing where you was sniffing. Should not be sprinting and carrying this much. Okay, so food goes in the fridge. Oh, we actually left the freezer here unattended. I actually kind of think that I might just stick everything in the freezer. Then under here, we'll put all of the cooking utensils. We left a corn thing. Ah, because the freezer's full. Crackers don't really need it. That mutton chop is stale. How big are you? 0.6. I need to get rid of another 0.5. I'll steal the fish. No, I won't. Ice cream. I'll steal the ice cream. And then under the sink, instead of the fish towel, we're going to put the water. And then on the bookshelf, we will put the books. Oh. Got something. Okay, so let's test our thing. So we should be able to remove this, put it there, because we have an eraser and we have a Whiteout thing, Tipex. Now we also had some. There was a chain and a hook somewhere. Not sure where those are now. Anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock. It's going to start getting dark soon, so we really should get back. I don't actually know when it's supposed to start getting dark here. Besides, we have night vision. That's one of my perks. Haven't had to use it very much, thankfully. The yellow tree beside the shed. Okay, well, when we go there tomorrow, we'll grab it then. I never checked this post box. What's in the post box? Junk. I wonder if we can tap into the water from fire hydrants. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is put the ice cream in the freezer and the crackers in here. Go to dustbin to throw away that mutton which has gone stale. And then I want to move this corpse away. Let's do that now. Ew, 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 ew. This thing's nasty. High exertion. On the update they said that every building is now unique, is that true? More or less, I think so, yeah. Man, the music's getting real urgent for some reason. I think tomorrow we do the burning. This will do for now. Still that shit. Because if I'm going to be moving a lot of corpses tomorrow, and I get out of breath easily, I'm going to need somewhere to sit. There we are. Good-o! Are we building a wall of corpses like in Count Dracula? No, we're setting that up to burn it. I'm still losing weight. Drink! You know what today is? Today's a pizza day. Should still have several slices of pizza. It should probably be in the freezer. I don't fit. Where's my pizza? I know I didn't finish it. Did I finish it? I don't think I did. I put them in the wrong place. Alright, we'll have those tomorrow. And then today we will have some more of the mutton bean and cabbage soup. We are still exhausted. Do I want to do my sorting now? Probably ideally should. That's all going to fit. I am impressed. No, it's not. I didn't think it would. Okay, so we have a number of tools which are going to go into this, which is rapidly running out of space. Funnel and a hose. I wonder if that's needed for siphoning. Protective gear can go in there. Top. Letter opener. We have a number of different seasonings. Which can all go in here. Oh, excessive. It's actually down from exhausted, so we are improving. Then this is the first aid, where we have the tissues. I think we're basically using this as the overflow, so everything else, you, go in here. Where all the garages and garden sheds with gardening tools, it seems like a well enough maintained area for there to be some tools. Yeah, the number of tools that we found so far is actually kind of underwhelming. A little disappointing even. Alright, books. I have these 2 skill books. Mechanics 4 we already had, but 3 we did not. We're going to be a very well-informed mechanic at this point, this rate. Go 3, 4. Damn it. In here. And the garbage bags are stuck over here in our garbage bag pile. We're now tired. This empty bowl needs to be placed over there to show, hey, this is usable. And then the clothing from the floor. In fact, all of this we still need to pick up. The bleach we need to put in the bathroom. This. Then we want to wash all of these. It's gone my bedtime though, which is not ideal. Oh well, I guess we just have a late start tomorrow. We did have a late start today. Okay, then we're going to go chrome sink, wash all clothing. And this is where we increase the speed. I did not wash these. Well past bedtime. Actually, it is. Okay, the last thing that we need to do before bed to keep up our regularity. Half an hour of burpees. Which I don't think we had any pain from today. Ah, I guess we can't do that while we have excessive exertion. That's slightly annoying. I don't have a book. I should get a book. What are we reading now? Masonry? May as well. First. Read. Speed. Out of breath. And up. Book on floor. Oh, I'm still carrying the sheets around. Oh, I meant to leave those in the other house. Shoot. Oh well. We'll just carry them. We'll do that tomorrow. So those sheets need to go in my duffel bag. What I got up for? I got up to do my burpees. Now we're sleeping. Yes, going to bed at 1 AM, 3 hours later than usual. Still losing weight. Well, let's go eat pizza. We're in minor pain. Well, we have been exerting ourselves quite a bit recently. Pizza, 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 pizza slice. Eat a whole slice. No longer hungry, but I actually want to get beyond not hungry. There we go. Full to bursting. Give drink. Okay, then I want you. Did not actually mean to put that as primary. Just wear that. That's primary. We're in pain and we're stuffed. There's a bad smell. No, it's probably from all of those. Now, we did say that we were going to try and clear out some of the corpses today. Because the best way to deal with a helicopter event is just to have no corpses around you. Apparently. We'll see if that's true. Oops. So you were saying... Oh yeah, that does work. And this is where the exertion will begin. So we want to clear away all three of these. It's just as easy to do. Is this body still dripping? Kind of feels like it might be. Lovely. No longer need to eat breakfast. I watched Beer Beach Food eat a 2-kilogram cheeseburger with bacon, lettuce, tomato, kilo of fries. I think my stomach exploded watching me. Kilo of fries is a lot. No, the 2-kilogram cheeseburger, I reckon I could do that. I think it's also partially the fact that I just don't like fries that much. Grab maggots. Ooh, lovely. I guess this is the other benefit of having our own corpse farm. We have a supply of maggots. How's the new update? It's really good. I like all of the things they've added, although I haven't actually played this in 3 years, so there's a bunch of things which I have not played previously. Alright, that's you done. We are now exhausted, so let's go sit down for a bit. And this is why I put my corpse watching chair over here. Up we get. Hair, grungy behind ears. Oh yeah, I started with that. My beard is getting longer. And then we want to move probably these 5. Then we want to do the ones that are behind the house. Burn that, burn that, burn that. Good enough. Cleaning roads with this new animation kind of sucks. No fast cleaning of roads now. It definitely is a bit slower. 100% it is. We have all of those, but these thankfully are all quite close to each other. And then we need to work out how to make fire. Awful odour. We're going to start throwing up soon. We might. Wait, no longer dropping. It's stable. Wondering whether I really want to do anything with them. I think I will move that one. Exhausted again and in severe pain. Yeah, we're doing a lot of muscle strainy type stuff. Can you put corpses in a wheelbarrow for less exertion and faster speed? I haven't seen any wheelbarrows. Do those exist? It's the kind of game where you'd kind of expect them to exist. Oh, let's rest for a bit. Getting thirsty as well. We are now in agony, which I think is worse than severe pain. I'm sorry, dude. You're not having a good time at the moment. Turns out that the end of the world is kind of rough. Actually, if I clear these 3, then that's all of them gone. There's a couple of corpses up here. Don't think I want to go too crazy with this, though. Just wondering about that one. Maybe we'll move that to this pile. Excessive exertion again. And all of this because we are short of breath. Kind of regret taking that trait. Although it is realistic. Queasy. Yeah, that's what I was a bit afraid of. Have we just made ourselves ill from doing all of this? I'm gonna wash. It's 4 PM already. Crikey. Right, so I need... They're out this side, aren't they? Things I need. We're gonna need some kind of fire material. I'm carrying a bunch of clothing on me, which I should not. And I somewhat suspect that this broken stick, not very useful, so we'll just chuck that on the floor as well. I am gonna need disposable lighter. And then my 3 stones, which I have over here. Should have put them in the bag. Yeah, actually haven't. Okay, we're no longer queasy, so that's good. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to burn these, and hopefully it doesn't spread. And then we'll move the other corpses to another pile. Alright, so this is actually a construction building thing. We're going to build a campfire. Right there. And in the campfire we're going to... light fire with twigs. We're going to back off. Hopefully that one catches. May not be close enough. I think it is. That did not last very long. How do I add more fuel? I used up all my lighter. Going by a quick search, it appears there are no wheelbarrows or carts in Project Zomboid. Good to know. Thanks for checking. Let's have a drink. Let's get another disposable lighter. Let's be a little bit careful with these. Although that last one really did have basically nothing in it. Let's also just grab something bigger than twigs. Well, we've dropped 2 twigs on that pile now. I was kind of hoping that there'd be a way of, you know, building the fire before we light it. Apparently these are also pick-upable now. Yeah, they are. Aha. So someone mentioned on Reddit that the instance of finding twigs and stuff by doing foraging in the woods has been massively reduced. That's because it's actually on the ground now. Same with stones. Fuel for 0 hours. How do I add more fuel? Ah. Ah. Hopefully it burns all of these. Like, that's a decent amount of fuel that I put on there now. I'm going to do the smartest thing ever. We're going to leave a fire unattended. More twigs. Alright, and this fire I think we'll put like there. Seeing it spreading. So I'm trying to put these in a bit of a tighter pile. Yeah, this thing is definitely bleeding. Leaving blood trails. Lovely. And some of these corpses are going to be pretty old. Keep hearing engines outside and thinking it's the helicopter. We're now exhausted. We should probably have a sit down. That body may not be precisely placed. Sit down for a bit, just get rid of the exhaustion. Is there anything that... There's an oven mitt in there. Okay. Did it burn? No, not really. So I think that this probably is a case of they're not close enough. They need to be precisely on the same spot as the campfire. Oh, we're losing weight again. Considering how much stuff we're lugging around, that doesn't actually surprise me so much. Okay, let's try this again. Campfire, destroy for fuel. Oh, tree branch lasts for an hour. Might be better than twigs, and then we'll use the twigs to actually light the thing. Yeah, that's a better way of doing it. See if one of these is a branch. No, those are twigs. That's a log. That's a log over there. Well, actually, that's one that we foraged earlier. Those are stones, which you can also pick up. We're exhausted at the moment. Let's go sit down before we do any more of this. That'll do. It is now very much getting dark. Should also make something to eat and eat it. But I'm curious about grabbing... Oh, how's a large stone different from a regular stone? Drop it. Drop it now. That thing's heavy. Okay, a large stone is different from a regular stone. Are these just large stones then? Huh. Wonder if that's a stone then. That is one desiccated corpse. Lovely. Smooth, flat stone. Wonder what that can be used for. Oh, axe heads. That's a masonry thing? Interesting. Just gonna go and put this by the road. Kinda glad I found that Reddit thread now. This is super useful. I need to stop soon though. It's getting late. It's already 9 PM. So you are not actually there. Neither are you. So it's not all of the stones, apparently. There's a zombie. There's more branches. There's another one. Nothing from you. Actually, you had a beret. Berets are cool. Where's that gone? I guess I just completely misread that. There is in fact no beret. The beret is a lie. There's a stone. Large stone. Stone. Log. That'll also be a log. That's probably a stone. Nope, the stone is a lie. That's a log. That's a stone. And we're going to put those in here. So 3 stones equals campfire. So I can now have 2 fires going at once, which is why I did this. Those are just twigs. There are some more stones there. What I really want are branches. Although I'm sure that a log would last a long time. But what I want to do is construction. That's crafting. Construction, campfire, build campfire. There. And then tomorrow, I think what we'll do is we will grab a branch from my stockpile and give that a burn. Did this work? That worked! Okay, so with a branch, they will actually burn away. And I get some twigs back. I think those are the ones that I placed there previously. Beautiful. It's bedtime. I'm going to go and put a campfire over here and then I can do both of those tomorrow. So this is the same character from yesterday. It is, yes. Okay, so build, campfire, build. Right in the middle of them. Wunderbar! Right. Let's go grab something to eat. And drink. And probably wash. Okay, then food-wise. Was there any pizza left? I think there was. Oh, some of the mushrooms are starting to go bad. Pizza slice. Maybe I'll do some of this stir fry as well. Stable. But not gaining, just stable. We are out of breath, so we're just going to rest for a moment while we get rid of that. Why are there 2 books on the floor here? Oh, because they're both masonry ones. Okay, and then we're going to do health, exercise, burpees, 30 minutes, or until we run out of breath. Which actually didn't stop us today. Yesterday it absolutely did. And then we're just going to collapse in bed, fully dressed. This will be fine. Sleep. Yes. So thankfully I think I do have 3 or 4 branches. No. I think the power's just gone out. Yeah, I think it has. No, it hasn't. It was just the light bulb. Huh. Yeah. That grey lamp's light bulb's gone out. I think I do in fact have a room light there, which I hadn't even noticed. Okay, cool. This is fine. Branches. And should also be wearing you. Okay, from my pile, I have got 2 large branches. I can use a broken stick. I can probably use the stakes. Broken branch for sure. maybe a large branch? Because I do have 2 fires I want to get going. This is overburdening me, but that's fine. I should probably have eaten something. But let's go light these, and then we'll eat something. Okay, destroy for fuel. 4 hours. 1 hour. That's what I need. So the broken branches are in fact fuel. That's very good to know. Light the fire with some twigs. It's going. Let's see if you burn as well. Oh, bodies immediately disappeared that time. Campfire, destroy for fuel. 40 minutes. Destroy for campfire. I will do a twig. Give us an hour total. And then campfire, light fire with twig, go. Looks like those were too spread out. Interesting. I did immediately burn those. Okay, well now we know. Project Zomboid, such a chill game. Yeah, just casually burning bodies, hiding the evidence. This is fine. We have the 1 twig left. Ah, but twigs are easy to find. I'm not too concerned about that. So let's have a drink. Let's have something to eat. Did we finish all the pizza? I think we are now finished the pizza. I think we have just finished our regular food too. So we're going to need to cook up another batch today. No, we still have a griddle and a frying pan worth of food left. So let's go find some twigs. Because we still have the steaks that we can burn. Is it me or is it getting dark? (7 AM) may have always been dark. We know that there were some twigs over here. Some? Good. At some point we should probably do another foraging run. So those fires are still going. I am now no longer stuffed. Let's go and get some candy. Crisps. I'll have a pack of crisps. And jujubes. Oh, so some of these actually have nutritional information on them. Interesting. Gaining weight. That's what I wanted. So it is a little bit annoying that we can't just handle these corpses onto the fire while the fire is burning. You basically need to wait until it burns out, and then you can do that. You've only actually got one that hasn't caught. So I don't think that this is necessarily worth doing 2 fires. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this one, move you to the south. And by the time I get there, the other fire should be out. And it is. So you just need to make sure that everything is actually on one tile. It doesn't look like there's tiles when you're moving the corpses, but there actually are. So you kind of just need to make sure that they're all centered. And I think in that case it probably is actually a good thing to have the campfire down first. Just don't light it until the corpses are on it. Because then you can use like the detritus of that. And I think you want to be just past it. It's so hard to aim! Ah! That way. Perfect. I missed. See how it kind of slots into place as well. That's a broken branch. You can grab that. And finally, there's you. Bad smell and exhausted. Yeah, we'll get this cleared out soon enough, don't worry. Beautiful. Okay, campfire. Destroy for fuel. Broken branch. Campfire. Light fire. Twigs and disposable lighter. Gone. I don't think you even need the extra fuel, you just need the twigs. It's a zombie. Well, we're not going to fight you while I'm exhausted. That would be a very bad idea. Alright, let's grab a book. Put the book back down. Put the twigs and the branches away. Didn't even use the stakes in the end. You need to be on the back. I wonder if you can turn strips into thread. Oh, I think you might need to turn things which are not denim into thread. In which case we still need a needle. Is that something I can make? Yeah, bone. Carving 4. And it needs a recipe too. Oof. That sucks. Oh, I should drink something. So I'm not going to be able to repair any of my stuff for a while. I'm going to wash my clothing because we've been stomping around in dead zombie all day. And I'm going to eat something as well while we're here. I think I might just make a sandwich. Salami. I forgot to put that TV dinner away. Avocado. I am a millennial. And cheese. There we go. That seems like a decent sandwich. I do also want to add mayonnaise. Should probably have done that first. This is fine. We'll eat the whole thing. 37 hunger reduction. Boom. Stuffed. Increasing in weight. Good, because I really want to get rid of that low weight modifier. Still feel like it's getting darker. Those are clouds. Oh, it's gonna rain. But one thing I wanted to do, and this is going to be kind of yucky. By kind of yucky, I mean absolutely hilariously disgusting. So never mind, I'm not going to do that. My hunger is already gone. What I was going to do was going to grab some clothing to see if I could turn rags. In fact, I have rags. No, you cannot tear rags into thread. The hell do you get thread from? I need to look that one up, because I could have sworn that you used to be able to make thread and rags out of clothing. Ripping up zombie clothing. Chance to receive thread scaled with your tailoring. Oh, so it's a side effect. So we should basically, whenever we kill a zombie from now on, we just tear up all of its clothing and see if we can get some thread out of it. I wonder if that gives tailoring a skill. Probably not. So I'm looting these two at the moment. That's fine. I think it's time that we cleared out some Zeds. It's a gloomy day today. Well, it still actually has quite a lot of fuel left. Only used a tiny bit. Okay, that's good to know. Close enough. Okay, so the zombie that I just killed, so you have the fresher stuff. Dirty rags. Rags can be washed. Also be useful like fires. Anyone? There you go. Come on, you. Get over here. T-shirt. Get up. You got 2 that time. Next. Come on, you. Ooh, you woke up there in a hurry, didn't you, buddy? Stomp! I'm in pain. I'm only minor. That's from the burpees. Wait, did we do them yesterday? Yes. I think we did. Pick threads from rags is a thing, but you need tailoring 1 for it. Oh. You have been gestomped. I would like to tear up your crop top, your skirt, and your t-shirt. And then when the helicopter comes around, it's gonna have a bit of a shock. It's gonna be like, why are there all of these naked zombies all over a sudden? What's been going on here? Sweater. To the top. It's clear. Obviously, you see a gnome, you have to steal the gnome. Okay, thank you. No jump scares, that's nice. Ooh, French plunger, rubbing alcohol bottle. Oh, there's some good stuff. Towel, in case you get wet. We don't actually have any towels. Nada. Glasses for water. Dull kitchen knife we can sharpen. We have whetstones. We have all of those other items. That's a whole lot of food. Which I think I might actually take to the safe house. That's a whole lot of books. Including a bunch of books I don't have. Let's try that again. Not you, not you, not you. All of the rest of you. And are you full? You're full. I, however, am not full. Got all of those. Don't think I really need any of that stuff now. Okay, so this one has been looted. I think what I'll do is I'll loot that one. In fact, I may have done that one already. Judging by all the dead zombies. No. Oh, this might have been the house alarm. This was the house alarm. I have loads of tweezers, don't need more. Then again, maybe I have been here. Have I been here before? Was this just previously looted by someone, maybe? Is that a thing that can happen? I was going to loot that, but then I had a thought. What if that's alarmed? I should probably go drop this stuff off in the safe house first. The freezer is ready. Oh, such a small freezer. You know, I'm just going to drink this. Whole carton of chocolate milk. Come on, this has got to be pretty calorific. It is. Good. I'm also going to have a fudgy pop. Yeah. The carton of chocolate milk didn't reduce my thirst. Really? Momentarily hungry. Momentarily. Well, the cheese I want to keep. That ice cream I'm going to go and eat. Hamburger buns. Oh, buns. Yeah, I kind of want to keep those. That pork chop is already stale, so we're going to throw it away. Rotten uncooked maggots. Lovely. Do I have more stuff in here? Okay, so any food that we find from now on, we're going to use for our main house. I have all of those items already. Leave the bag outside. That's probably how I lost them in the past. Bath towels we now have. I need to open the door so we can get my bag back. That's even more books. Including aiming. I didn't even know that was a book you could read. Interesting. Glass making. Trapping. Trapping would be good. I am overloaded. Ooh, there's some really good stuff in here too. Okay, we're going to come back. Am I overloaded enough that I'm taking damage? That's alright then. It's just going to take us a little while to get home. How's this can spawn pre-looted? I think. Pretty certain that one did. Which is why there was a rotten ham on the floor. Halfway Pants! Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. That's a zombie. That's 2 zombies. Ah, shit. It's another zombie. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to drop you. Stop to drop. Okay, I'm not overloaded, so I can fight you. Thankfully, I wasn't out of breath. Otherwise, I would have been slower, and they probably actually would have caught me. Polo shirt. Rip it up. Looks like I lost the other two in the trees. Okay, now I am taking damage. Really? Those rags were enough to put me over. Let's drop those rags. Classic. So now I just need to get home, drop this stuff off. Probably be 2:30. And again, I think I'm just going to leave my things unsorted and just do that this evening. I kind of would actually like it to rain, see if it clears away some of this blood that's just all over the place. The last time it rained, it did not clear the blood off the side of my wall. But all the corpses have been cleared, so the next time there's a helicopter around here, it shouldn't really come that close to us. So we're dropping you. I do actually want to drop off food in here. Well, the beef can go in the freezer, which is also nearly full again. These can go in the fridge. Soak in the cheese. The most important aspect that we have brought with us is our main man, Dave. How do I place Dave? Alright, there's Dave. Alright, Dave. Now, I got all of the food put away. Just gonna double check that. I did. So all of this stuff is not as time critical. We'll just leave them on the floor. Do them later. And those glasses too. Alright. Oh, drink. Thirst. Much. So screwed when that goes off. Although we're very close to the river. But at that point we're going to have to build something, I think, actually by the river. Although I have a number of fairly large water carriers. And now that I know how to make campfires, I can boil the water too. Do I want to go and find those zombies that were up here and kill them? I think I probably do. Yeah, they were caught in those bushes. My cunning plan worked! You silly zombies. The question is, where's the other one? Because there were two. Come on, sit down. Thank you. Gestomp, 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 gestompt. Here's our denim. That's not. That's not. I think there's a bando. Can I rip it? Okay. Still no thread. Oh, you can refill the carton with water. Cool. She fell over. Stomp. One stomp is all it took. Those. We haven't got any thread yet. At all. But hey, at least the way home is now clear. How's my running skill coming? So we have been doing a fair bit of that. 34 of 150. Okay, it's not that good. I think it was this house we were doing. The barbecue anyway. Yes, it was the trunk. And there was a whole bunch of stuff in here. I was like, I want that. Ice hockey neck guard. 100 defense. Adds discomfort. Ooh, a bucket. Very nice. Right, there's a chain and a hook that we need to pick up too. I think the rest of this place was already cleared. Scout's injury guide. Okay, we are going to mark this off as looted. So it's just this one house now. Now, where was that chain? You said it was by the yellow tree. There it is. Good memory. Full already? You know. The chain's just too heavy. And I don't have a garbage bag with me. That's kind of irritating. Now we can carry the chain. And we're already full. Just like that. So it's only that house left. I don't really want to go there and back again, although I do still need to do the trailers. Yeah, okay. I really do need to try and find some sodding thread. How ironic, the crack house is the most defensible. I was thinking that as we were walking past it, actually. Kind of hilariously. Having the big old fence around it. Too hot. Shouldn't last too long. 4. Do we want to venture out again? Maybe we just do some light foraging now. Although for me, what is light foraging? Well, I definitely need to drink something. Drink. And yeah, garbage bag is on the floor. I'm actually going to go and refill that carton now. Though it's only a small one. But hey, every drop of water is water I'm saving, so I will save it. I will also put the fire... No, you know what? I'm going to carry that with me. No, I can't. No, wait, that's the wrong thing. I can put it in here. Aha! This thing is very nearly full, but this is kind of my essentials. Kind of a useful thing to have. Yeah, 4:30. I think we'll just do a little bit of light foraging. Just out here. Not massively expecting to find anything. But you never know. Oh, yet. Berries. We have no idea what they are, though. They could be horribly, horribly poisonous. Caterpillar, we'll leave it. Just finding it gives you the experience. Glasses, probably from that zombie. Prescription, no less. Mushrooms. We have 1,000 out of the 3,000 needed for level 7. So at what point do I identify if these are good or not? None. I thought maybe at some level of foraging it'd be like, you know what, that's probably safe. But no, I think foraging skill is literally just your ability to find stuff, not identify. It's almost 5, so I think I'll head back soon. Oops, behind us. What's that? Poppies. Oh, looks like opium's back on the menu, boys. Hey! Oh, a sapling. Can that be planted? Oh, you can turn this into a spear. Okay. That's a very good get then, because I really wanted a spear for a long time now. Twigs, definitely useful. What is that? A spade head? Okay. And yes, you can search urban area. You can find trash out here. Which could actually be useful, because trash would basically be receipt and what's the other thing? Straw. I'm assuming those are both just junk. Stone. Flint. Take that. You can use that for napking. Ladybug. Yeah, one of the best places to find stones and flint stuff is on the road. So this is a place that you can search for stuff. What I was trying to say is the other thing we could find out here is bottles for water storage. Oh, it's that. Garbage bag. Can I place you somewhere else? These are the books that are red. I just don't want it bleeding outside of the house because it looks weird. Okay, cool. I left the door open. That was not wise. Don't do that. Alright, 540. I would say that that was a pretty good foraging expedition, considering we were not out there for very long. Spadehead. We'll leave here. Twigs. Unknown berries and unknown mushrooms. How do you identify those? Gotta look that one up. Identify mushrooms and berries. Herbalist trait or by reading the Herbalist magazine. Yeah, so we need to find that sorting book somewhere. Otherwise, living in the wild is not really going to be particularly feasible. So I know that we were putting seeds. That's not seeds. That's the seeds in here. And the poppy technically counts as this. Guess we put those there as well for now. Though some of those mushrooms are already stale. They went stale pretty quickly. We're still carrying bellows for some reason. Okay, good. Let's grab you. Secondary. All of the school books can go into here. Of which there are many. And then we can put the regular books away in here. The shelf is very nearly full. Caffeine pills are a medical supply, so put those in here. And actually the hairdryer and iron should probably also go in here. Do we have electrician? We do, so we should probably actually start trying to take some of that stuff apart if we can. Get some skill in there. Right, duffel bag is actually mostly empty, so I'm going to go ahead and pick this stuff up. And then put it to where it's supposed to be. Getting this duffel bag has been really helpful. It's been good. The hooks and the chains I think we're just going to leave over here because they're kind of big. Oh, and the twigs. I forgot to put the sheets away again. Never mind. Do you have hooks in here? You do. Give me those. Saves you a bit of space. And then the hooks we've got on the floor. The bucket will fill with water. And the glasses too. Make a thingamajig. Spear one end, a spade on the other, like a hillbilly helmet. Wow, this bucket carries a lot. We already have one, don't we? Yes, 10 litres. I feel like this bucket might be bigger. Nope, 10 litres. It's the same. And this is getting pretty close to capacity as well, which is nice. Right, so do have first aid and electronic stuff to put away. So plunger, kitchen knife. These can go in here. We have a second pipe wrench now, so we do actually have a potential second weapon. And pipe wrenches are pretty good weapons because they're just so... they're solid smacking things. Oh, rubbing alcohol goes in there too. And it's nice that we have a whole bottle of that now. If we get wounded, that'll save us probably. Skill book is in here. We still have loads of space for skill books. And then a couple of dirty rags that will need to be cleaned. Right, and then these two items as well need to be picked up and moved. Again, hearing engines outside and thinking there are helicopters coming. Ah! Stop it! Right, the dirty rags I was going to clean. Bandages. Because it does actually occur to me, I have no bandages in my first aid kit. My first aid shelf. Do you find the helicopter that bad? I think every run that I've had in the past has ended because of the helicopter. I mean, we've already survived it once this time, but I have turned it on, so it's a sometimes thing. It's not a once thing. And we should eat something. Am I losing weight again? Probably. Nope, stable. I wonder what the cutoff is. 75 maybe? Or maybe you just need to be above 75 for a set time. What does the helicopter do? It's a big loud thing that flies around the map and zombies will congregate underneath it. And if the helicopter spots you, it'll hover over the top of you, summoning all of these zombies to where you are. So the best thing to do is hunker down in a building and hope that the helicopter doesn't come to you. And apparently the helicopter will follow dead bodies, which is why I've been burning the bodies near my base in an attempt to stop that. Because I've survived it once. We just hunkered down, we read a bunch of books. It was a bit of fun. But especially if I'm going to be outside more and more frequently, it's going to be a bit scary. Right, what was I going to do? I was going to eat something. I think I still have the griddle pan of food in here somewhere. I do. Those mushrooms really do not last very long. Frying pan goes in here. And that did not actually take the hunger edge off. Let's have a quarter of this one too. I never did steal the microwave. I should do that. So I can make things like TV dinners and popcorn. I don't think you can do without. I really need to find some frickin' thread. Yeah, it's a suture and a bandage in there. Let's wash the self. Then I think tomorrow we'll probably need to do some laundry. Not laundry, cooking. Oops, I interrupted the washing. But we need to clear that house out, clear these three out, and then I think that's this end of the town done. We still need to explore these three buildings down here and then see if there's anything else further down that road. Sewing kit's probably the only source until tailoring skill. And yeah, that's what that's what I'm guessing. Sturtebecker, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so we've washed up. That's very good, but now we're going to do some burpees. 30 minutes. Let's go. Drink some more. Tired and uncomfortable. Oh, probably because of the neck guard. Yeah, I mean, the main reason I put that on was just to so I could carry it. I'm going to leave that in here. Okay, time to sit down with a good book. First, so get rid of the exertion. Read. And we're just going to read until 10. Get through some of this masonry book. There we go. Put the book down. Sleep time. There we go. Bottom here. We have you. I'm going to eat half of this. Then I think I might go and get some candy from next door. I think there's... Oh no, that was the end of the griddle pan. So yes, cooking is going to be the thing for this evening. We'll probably do the frying pans, the griddle, and the pot. I should make sure that you are one on the back. You are also one. Ah, there is one other thing I should do. I should try to make my spear out of the sapling. Get some napping skill. Sorry, carving skill. 3.8. It's going up slowly but surely. But now we have a wooden spear that we can go ahead and attach to back. Easiest way to do that is like this. It's raining. Well, so I don't catch a cold, I'm just going to put my leather coat on. Okay, so we have one more place to go and loot. Hopefully the rain clears away some of the blood and stuff too. That'd be nice. Oh, zombie. Zombie! My shoes doing? I haven't checked them in a while. Where the shoe? Shoes. They are getting a bit low on condition. We got a regular rag for that one. Nice. What's that that just appeared? Getting hot, that's fine. Alright, so which house is it that I need to clear? Second to last. Oh, it was probably a smell. Yes, it was. This one. Have I just not marked this one off? The door's open. No, actually, I think this is legitimately, I have not looted this. Saucepan, roasting pan, cutting, do I need cutting board? Knife, bowl. For an abandoned or a for sale house, this place had a remarkable amount of stuff in it. But that has now officially been looted. So that is this northern part of the town done, except for the trailer park. So let's go check that area out. Hey, Scythe Massacre. And Lignin Man. Hello. And everyone else. Getting too hot. Moist. Slightly damp from the rain. So this coat's not as waterproof as my other one. Or it's because I've been sprinting a lot. Probably a bit of both. .74. Still holding steady. I forgot to eat my candy. Well, hopefully there's an ice cream or something in one of these. I can just chow down on. There's a zombie in there. on that, because of course there is. Need to keep an eye on the door there breaking. Ah, shit, she bit me. Thankfully I don't have transmission turned on, but I'm going to need to deal with that wound and soon. I don't have any disinfectant with me, so for now we're just going to go ahead and apply bandage to the left hand. Alright, well, we'll have to see if we get infected. When I go back home, we're going to need to deal with that. In fact, let's go ahead and wash ourselves. Alright, well, we've done what we can in terms of protecting ourselves against that infection. There is nothing in here. Literally nothing. Oops. Dirty fancy shoes. Well, your skirt's going to get torn up, so your t-shirt. Sorry, but not sorry. And the same with this guy. Trying desperately to see if I can find some thread by doing all of this, but so far, no luck. Oh, I'm thirsty. Well, that was a bust. And that's also why I turned the disease transmission off. Because that one little accident could have ended the game. If you get infected. I feel like there's another zombie in here. There is. This place is dangerous. Probably just the one. So there were in fact two in here. Come on, sit down. Thank you. Checking there. Gestomp! Gestomp! Gestomped. Alright, we're gonna that up. Your hoodie is already broken apparently. No, we're not going to wear that. I'm not convinced you get thread from doing this anymore. That's a whole lot of stuff on the floor. We haven't looked at any literature for a while. I also haven't used any literature for a while. That's a whole bunch of clothing on the floor. Well, actually, I do need a new pair of shoes. I think I might actually steal these. And then my old shoes, I'll just chuck on the floor. Rip, 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 rip. These at least are clean. Is that a spear? Yes, it is. Yeah, no thread. I don't think you get thread from just tearing rags up anymore, which is a little disappointing. Is that another crisp? Yep. A plunger, but we've kind of seen from previously that plungers are... Sewing kit! Yes! Okay, this was worth it. So now all of those rags that I've just been doing, I may actually want them. Yeah, may as well. Because maybe I can turn those into thread once I have some tailoring skill. And considering the amount of stuff that I need to repair... Baking tray. Do I have a baking tray? I'm not sure I do. A burnt chicken leg. That doesn't seem off. I'm pretty sure it's off. You. Let's put you back on the back. Put you in primary. You in secondary. Baking tray. Tainted water dish. Pass. Mugs. Bread knife. I will take both of those. Take both of those. Actually a pretty well stocked house. Mac and cheese. Empty glasses. Cup. Can. Tortilla chips. Why are there always tortilla chips in the bin? Looted. Then we just have this one left. This bandage is dirty already. Ooh, and it's infected. Yeah, it's gonna be debilitating for a while. Maybe it has something to do with me rummaging around in dustbins. Maybe. It's possible. Ooh, tailoring. Which I need. Well, I kind of know what I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable future. Another griddle pan and a kettle. Take both of those. Very overloaded. Okay, noted. Ooh, pepper. Another sewing kit. Oh no, I can't carry it. Alright, we need to head home. Oh shit, I'm very overburdened. So get rid of you. Sticks. We're gonna have to take this very slowly. Unless you change, using a mod or you change the sandbox settings, infected wounds can be ignored for the default apocalypse settings. They cause a slight increase in pain, take longer to heal. Yeah, the longer to heal I was kind of expecting. But still, infection should be taken seriously, so I'm going to take it seriously. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, it kind of sucks, but I am very overburdened right now. But as soon as I get home, we're just going to be reading a tailoring book for a while wounds heal, so it's fine. Many veterans are looking forward to an overhaul of the first aid medical system. Yeah, it's definitely one of the older ones at this point. Though that said, I don't hate it. So down there, follow the road. Just wondering if there's any shortcuts I should be taking here. I don't think so. Well, from all of those, not much I can do about that. High exertion, but I am pretty close to being home. There is a zombie down there, but you should be far enough away. I am still going to give you a bit of a berth, though. So I wonder if this is increasing strength. Maybe. Probably. Excessive exertion. I would be in trouble if I find zombies now. So far, so good. Oh. Tick off. So we've completely done the northern area now. So we just need to go south. Also, probably worth seeing if there is anything further north. Maybe follow the river a bit. But otherwise, I think it's... We've gone from the looting phase to the fortification phase. And maybe the construction phase. I'm so glad that we found sewing stuff. There's still a few items that we are missing, like a saw. But we do at least have a hand axe, so we can do woodworking stuff. We have several whetstones, we can repair tools. And we're home. We are still losing weight. Still bandaged. So first things first, let's put stuff in fridge/freezer. Mac and cheese. probably doesn't need to. I mean, it does have a fresh notification, so it probably does. Interesting. What's the weight at? 19. So it hasn't really gone down much. Right, I have a bunch of cooking utensils. Griddle pan, baking tray. Both of those go in there. I did not have a baking tray. I had a baking pan, but not a tray. And then a couple of knives, which we will put in here. These can both go in there. Saucepan can go in here. Fillet knife can go in here. Let's just drop you for a second and drop you for a second. So I don't have the strain injuries anymore. Okay, so we are gonna need alcohol wipes and rags.
Raiding
So
party!
let's move you. Let's disinfect with alcohol wipes. That's how you do that. And then bandage with a regular rag, not a dirty one. It's in pain, but I did just use alcohol on it, so it's not that surprising. Raid! Who raided? Made in Australia! G'day, mate. How's it going? Hope all is going well. And I think I'm going to wash myself just to make sure my injuries are taken care of. And we should probably have a drink too. And yes, we're just going to hunker down here for a bit, I think. Another day or two. We should probably wash all of that stuff, but that's not as critical. We still have one rag on us, that's fine. We'll continue to loot these items, so let's go equip you on where. Exhausted. Let's just have a sit down and a read my new tailoring book. Wait, do I have my tailoring book on me? Yeah. It'll be in here then. There it is. Rest. And read. Exertion's going down. Pain's gone down. Exertion's gone. Right, throw book on floor. And get on with unloading all of my stuff. So, Made in Australia, what were you just playing? Project Zomboid as well? Right, I have a number of items for you. I think I might have some of these jujubes. I need a whole pack. Maybe a chocolate bar too. Because once again, weight is going down. How am I eating this much stuff and still losing weight? I think it is literally just the amount of stuff I do every day. Like, I must be burning like 6,000 to 8,000 calories or something crazy. Hair iron. here. Should put the shoes in my shoe collection. Painkillers, adhesive, rubbing alcohol. Thankfully we've got a bunch of extra rubbing alcohol, which is nice. Especially as we have this infection we're currently trying to fight. Sewing kit can go in here. Empty bowl. We will place on the counter. Roasting pan can go in here. Ah, you're full now. So there are a couple of cooking items which I don't think actually are used in that way for cooking. Just going to take the kettle off. You full? Yes. So the kettle should probably go in here. That's a different style of kettle. Interesting. Those are both full. Alright, so let's go pick up the bag. Secondary. Fill everything. While we still have this water. Nutritionalist helps with learning early on calorie-dense foods are important to consume. Also get double up arrow, you need to either high carb or high lipid. I mean, I'm not exactly being stingy on food I'm eating. I think it's literally just because we're in the looting phase, we are doing a lot of running and walking. But now we're in the kind of dig in phase. I think that's going to drop down a bit. Alright, we are carrying a unintended bucket load of water. Let's put those away. My water cabinet is basically full. That is in fact full of water as well. That can go in. Ah! No, it's too full. Hairdryer, electronics, these can all go here. And technically these rags could go there. We have a lot of rags now, that's fine. Roasting pan, how's my bandage? It's fine. Now that we've taken the kettles out, because we haven't actually found any tea or coffee or anything like that. Shoes can just be chucked on the floor. And the CD and the book can be put away. We're full. I'll add it to my pile of stuff I'm reading. Okay, that's all cleared except for that one garbage bag, which we'll add to my collection of garbage bags here on the floor. You still have a CD, which we'll add to our pile of electronic stuff. And then I'm going to just sit down and read my tailoring book. And then this evening, we'll do a bunch of cooking. Because we have a lot of stuff to cook up. Well, you somehow got the trait eat like a bird, several times your body weight daily. Kind of feels that way. Did we have a particularly early start today? I don't think we did. Alright. Food time. You can be unequipped. Let's wash everything first of all. pretty clean. Drink. Okay. I'm gonna need all of y'all. Yes, we're gonna be overburdened. So be it. Hopefully I don't take injuries while doing it. In fact, we've already healed up, so that's good. We do need to fill at least the pot. Ooh, dear. Here comes the pain. So let's put the pot back in here. It's not a pot, that's a pot. Kind of wondering if I do need to fill up the saucepan. Whether I can actually cook anything in the saucepan yet. Moment of truth. Is this thing still completely useless? Oh, I can do rice. Rice lasts well, though. So we're just going to go ahead and empty you. And we'll add the empty saucepans here. They've been pretty useless this entire game. Right, frying pan. We're going to do stir fry. Actually, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck away all the mushrooms. And berries. It might be useful later if we decide to create traps. Maybe. Alright, back to the cooking. So, stir fry. Oh, I'm probably going to need to cook some meat first, aren't I? Yeah. Do I have any meat that's just in the fridge that has not been cooked yet? Almost certainly. Does bologna need to be cooked? I'm going to drink a carton of chocolate milk, because that's got to be pretty calorie intensive. That is apparently bad. Ground beef. The ham, I'm pretty sure, has been cooked. Hot dogs. I'll eat the pizza slice while I'm cooking. Sausage needs to be cooked. In fact, can it just be... Yes, I can just be directly putting them in there. Do these need to be opened? They do. You only get one? No. Right, do I have any other... Oh, you've gone stale. Okay. Throw that away. Any other meats that need to be cooked? No. Do I want to cook any of my frozen meat? Probably. Let's do some of the chicken. That'll do. That's a stale pork chop. Let's do one of those. And some salmon. And a steak. While that's cooking up, I'm just going to go and chuck away all of this food that's going stale already. There's a dead rat in there. Nice. Well, I didn't put it there. Okay, so some of this stuff is actually going to take less time to cook than other things. Oh, the hot dogs are almost done. I just realised it actually says when it's cooked. So now we wait. Salmon's almost done. Pork chop and the steak are taking the longest. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Chicken's done. And beef is done. Right, you can disinfect bandages. I totally forgot you could do that. I should probably be doing it. Sterilized. I think there should just be the 3 rags. Yeah, this is the last one. Then after this, we can turn that off. Okay. Oh, and you're empty now anyway. So, frying pan, stir fry, pork chop, more pork chop, more pork chop, Brussels sprouts, salt, chives, basil, powdered garlic, and then this needs to go in there. Frying pan, stir fry, from sausage. And some zucchini. And chicken. Some seasoning salt. Pepper. More chicken. And a splash of vinegar. That'll do. It's the wrong place. It's supposed to go in there. Oh, you can do roasts. Okay, roast tray we'll need to look at. Baking trays and baking pans, though, don't seem to do anything. Griddle pan. Stir fry. Bacon! Sausage. Onion. Hot dog. Didn't see that option earlier. Well, let's do some more hot dog. Baking pans and baking trays are for flour goods typically and such. Yeah, that's what I assumed. But I'm double checking everything because so far my record for finding things to cook has not been amazing. Although it has definitely gotten better. Did I ever add any salt to you? I don't think I did. I should. Okay, that goes in there. And then we have one more griddle pan. More bacon. Some sprouts. Salt. Ground beef. Carrots. Splash of vinegar. Powdered onion. Some lard. Should actually have added this to all of them for the fat. I still could. I will. Butter. Hello, thank you. You've had butter, you have not. Basil. Pepper. You could do lard and butter. I think that would be slightly overkill though. Beautiful. You are. So let's move those out. Put you in. Let's put the baking trays in here because we have loads of space in this one. And we still have the 2 roasting pans and also the soup pot. I haven't learned all the cooking things, but yes, once you make a pie crust, you're making cake. Oh, nice. Right, we're going to do a stew this time, so we're going to add ham to it. We're going to add chicken. Cauliflower. Okay, you add a lot more stuff to stews than stir fries. Salt. Black beans. There's chicken. saw the chicken a second ago. There it is. White beans. Lard. Garlic. Powdered. Yeah, so stew's going to have a hell of a lot of things in it. And some pepper. This is already full though. Let's put those on the floor. Put that in there. That's also full. Put them on the floor. There we go. Then we cook these 5 up. Turn on. Let's get cooking! And this is probably going to be several days worth of food here. They're all cooking about the same level. They all have high levels of unhappiness reduction, especially the stew. 76 hunger. 74 on that one. Why? That's a triple pork chop. That's only 2 chicken and sausage, I guess. Ridiculously tired, so I need to make sure I don't collapse from tiredness. Still need to do my burpees today too. Weight is increasing, that's good. I did have a pizza while I was cooking. I should be able to store all of this in the fridge. Yes, just. Kind of glad I didn't cook anything else, because that fridge is going to be pretty freaking full. With another 14 weight added. The stew is cooking slightly slower than the others. These will all be done at the same time. Pour them out. Enough. Okay, so these items can go back in there. And then in here, we put all 3 of those. And those. Excuse me. Oh, now we may not have space for it all. $96 hunger reduction. That's a lot. Well, this one will eat half. Hopefully that wasn't the big one. No, it's 53, that one's fine. And now you will fit in the fridge. So the bacon veggie beef stir fry is the one that has been eaten a little bit. And now I should not have any other food stuff on me. Nope. Okay, food is good. You know what we need to do when we have a full belly of food? Burpees, obviously. Good enough. Right, duffel bag. Where? Where? Back. Sewing kit, I think I'll put in here. Should probably double check to see what those sewing kits actually have. Both of you have a needle, both of you have thread of different types. You also have different items. And all 4 needles, 2 thimbles, 3 buttons, and 4 thread. Measuring tape, 3 needles, a buckle, button, and thread. Ah, cool. That's gone into way more detail than I remember it being in the past. Right, now it's sleep time. Yes. Did we forget to drink anything? We may have. Woke up at 10 to 12. I guess we were tired. Right, let's have the other half of that. So that one? Yes. Bacon, veggie, and beef stir fry. We're in pain because of all of these. I should probably also check on the bandage. Right, 1 empty griddle pan. Weight is going up. That was probably actually the other mistake that I've been making, is I was not cooking with butter or anything. And we're at 75. Strength is at 5,000 at the 30. Fitness is at 2,609. Man, those are taking so long to raise. Meanwhile, I want to read my book on tailoring, so that I can hopefully then start actually repairing stuff. We did gain a bit of cooking skill there. Oh, we need to read cooking too. Getting thirsty. That's fine. The pain is now severe, as everything is developed into full-on muscle strain. Quite finished reading it. We had a page to go. Alright, let's put that in our done reading box. Do we have... No, we don't. Cooking too. Where have my bowls gone? Oh, they're there. So from here, I want to make a salad, I think. Fruit salad. Dried apricots. Watermelon. Grapes. Splash of lime. Did I add grapefruit? No. Could still add more, but I don't think we really need to. I will eat half of this. This is my lunch at 4 p.m. Ah, fridge full. No, that's freezer. It's fine. Okay, good. Weight still going up. Nice. I want to grab some rags. Yes, I do want rags. Probably not all of them, but, you know, enough. And I also want some denim strips. Do I need scissors to cut those up? Yes. Forgot to check the bandaged hand. Yes, I did. Thank you. I will do that in just a moment. At least it's not bleeding anymore because it's not getting dirty. Oh, and it's not raining anymore, so I don't need to be wearing my leather coat anymore. So we can put that away. And we can see the true damage done to my clothing right now. Okay. Then I think if we go to the items, inspect. Sewing kit. Patch. All holes with denim. Yeah, there we go. Completely the wrong colour compared to my clothing. But repair's a repair. And what else did I need to repair? Well, probably everything, honestly. So that was my jeans. Socks are fine. Shirt definitely needs repairing. Oh, but the patches give you a lot less coverage. Gloves. Gloves have a hole, yeah. Where a zombie bit me. So that's all the repairs. We still have 5 denim strips after all of that. And unfortunately you did empty all of this stuff out of the sewing kit. There we go. So the stuff needs to go back in here. Now, did I earn any tailoring for this? 6. 6. with a multiplier of 3. Okay. Actually, with the materials I have, can I craft anything with tailoring? A head sack. If I had a tarp sack, which I don't. I do have a tarp, though. Garbage bag apron. Oh, garbage bag clothing. Yeah. Tarp skirts. Can make sheets out of cotton fabric. Newspaper hat. Oh, I want a newspaper hat. I do have newspapers. My fedora's gone. I think that happened in the house when I got bitten. Right. Newspaper. Do I have a newspaper? What counts as a newspaper? Yes, I do. Let's go with the Cincinnati Times. That did not give me any tailoring. I am much disappointed. But there we go. I now have a newspaper hat. Yeah, it does nothing. It gives a little bit of insulation. So I guess if you're like in the cold, this will help with that. But a lot of this stuff requires a workbench. Oh, it just requires a surface. I have a surface. There's a surface right there. Crafting on counter. So we can make garbage bag stuff, although that uses duct tape. We haven't actually found any duct tape. Ah, foot wraps. So we can do some sewing. Uses rags, of which we have many. The hell is a bandeau? Dunno, let's make it. 3 minutes? Oh, game time minutes. That's fine. Is this like a neck scarf? That was 6 points of tailoring right there. I am none the wiser. Crop top. Oh, maybe. Yep. Awesome. So we could also do denim foot wraps, which I guess would be a replacement for shoes. I don't really need a replacement for shoes. Okay, and now it's actually sorting by stuff I can actually make. Right, I can dismantle some of the electronics that I have. I do have a screwdriver now. You know what? Yes, we're going to start doing this. Because I do have electronics trained. I have 6 remotes. I've been collecting them for a while. Cordless phone. Hopefully all of these individual items have less encumbrance than the completed item. They're almost certainly not. And this is going to mess up my storage. Dismantle my power bar, but I want to eat that later. Calculators are simple electronics. The cameras are not. They're not appearing here. You can roll a dice. D20. Handout game. I like how that's considered a simple electronic item. Yes, of course. A Steam Deck. Very simple. Denim is better than rags. Leather is better than both. Good to know. Oh, camera. Yes, it is. So even though it's marked as junk, it is in fact not. The flashlight I probably want to keep. And there's a list of different things. Okay. So let's see if I can actually, in fact, get all of this stuff back in here. Oh yeah, that did actually reduce the overall weight. My meat cleaver, you are fine. There was another item I wanted to sharpen. I think it was in here. It's one of the knives. Still carrying this sewing kit. Should put that away. And then you sharpen blade, the whetstone. Which I'm guessing is increasing maintenance skill. No, train through melee combat, maybe not. Yeah, maintenance. Okay, so the whetstone was immediately put away. The knife we'll add to here. It's actually a pretty good knife. And I have all of those rags. Some of those I probably should sterilize. You know what? Let's put 2 sterilized rags in here and the rest of you. No, not the rest of you. I want like 3. Probably overdoing it as I have bandages too. But that's if I'm like really heavily bleeding. I stick one of those on and run. Remove that bandage. How's the wound looking? Fixed. Job's done. Okay, I am still carrying a pair of scissors. I'm still carrying this and that. I'm wearing everything else. Do I have a garbage bag on me? I do. It's empty. Okay, cool. It is 8 p.m. That sounds to me like dinner time. Let's have a quarter of one of these massive stew pots. Straight out of there. Let's go. Massively overstuffed. It is, however, 8 o'clock, and now would seem like a perfect time to do my burpees. Half an hour, let's go. Make sure my hat doesn't fall off. Once you have tailoring 1, you can use 5 units, full thing of twine, to make twine footwear. For 9 tailoring experience, twine is very easy to get via foraging hemp. I haven't actually found any hemp. And I have level 6 foraging? 6 or 7? It's my highest skill. 5. Almost halfway to 6. I think we got the full half hour in. Good stuff. Let's take a drink. May as well get a wash in. So you were saying that you could do more patches. So if I inspect this... No. Oh wait, fabric, needle and thread. So maybe? I don't like how the measuring tape is out. That means that the sewing kit's been... Oh no, it hasn't. I just had a spare. Rags should probably go in there. So let's grab a couple of these. And we're going to need to go on a quest to find more denim, because we've actually used the majority. Oops. Let's check that again. Inspect. Can I patch these? I can. I can add padding. So I can do that with rags, or if I have denim, which I can get by tearing up some more of this stuff. Although at this point it might be worth my tearing up the jeans, because these have holes in them. These are pristine. Yeah. You and you. Scissors. If you have access to sheep at tailoring level 2, you can make yarn and knit stuff. It takes time for the sheep to regrow the wool, while help can be foraged at any time of the year. Just got to learn the environment at the appropriate focus. Yeah, I definitely need to do more with the foraging. Now that the general scavenging phase is effectively done, I'm going to have more opportunity to do that type of thing. I think my shirt... doesn't seem to be adding tailoring. It was 21. So then I could use rags. No, I think I'm going to try and actually find denim. I am really good at sewing, guys. Oh man, perfection. I really wish you could just drag and drop them onto the container that they came from rather than having to do secondary. You two drag to there. And then drag you. No, need to unequip you again. Put you in here. Okay, then 3 rags are left in there. And nothing else. Cool. Well, I think that this is actually a pretty... No, you know what? I'll sleep through the night and then I think we'll call this stream here. Of course, this is when something bad is going to happen. Your new urban camo suit is getting there. It's seen some definite improvements. I only slept until 2 AM. That's not ideal. Well, I guess we're doing some reading. Did I just go to bed like really early? Yes, I think I must have. Well, we want to sleep until like 6 at least, or read until 6. Looks like we're going to get quite a lot of this finished up. AM, almost breakfast time. Six, that'll do. Right, breakfast. We're going to have let's go for do we only have them? There it is. Eat half of that. Full to bursting. We are thirsty. We can fix that. Drink. And you know what? I want to have a cola. I can't have the cola. Anyway, yeah, so I think that this is a good spot to end it. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future, which will most likely be next weekend. Maybe stream during the week, we shall see. I am now officially on vacation, huzzah. But I also kind of need to take that as a vacation. It has been a long year. So yeah, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you're watching on the UpTubs, then hit that subscribe button. And Twitch, if you're enjoying this a lot, then also consider subscribing. I do have a Patreon at patreon.com/MordredViking if you wish to support me that way. And also a Discord, which is where the community hangs out. They're a cool bunch. It's always a pleasure to see some new faces there. You can find that in the description below and then also on chat. Thank you, Macho. But yeah, that's it for me. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you probably next weekend. Until then, bye-bye.